listing as well, and a good one at that. Let's welcome on board Krishnan Ramachandran, the MD and CEO at Niva Bupa Health Insurance Company, joining in on the show right now. Krishnan, good to have you on the show. 800 crore rupees is what you're going to bag from the IPO. We understand they're going to use it to improve solvency as well. What is the target that you have in mind to improve your solvency now from here onwards?
Our solvency before this capital raise, has been above 2. With this, it should get to above 3. Now, the objective, I guess if you get into the reasons of why solvency capital is needed, it is primarily to fund the growth of the company. We have been growing at a 41% CAGR over the last 3 years. As we all know, the opportunity in health insurance is immense. As Niva Bupa, our purpose is to make sure that we give every Indian the confidence to access the best health care. We've been investing in distribution, in talent, in products, in technology, in our brand over the last few years. So as for all of these reasons, as we continue our journey of growth, this 800 crores will very much help us, shore up our solvency and become self-sustainable over time.
Good morning, Mr. Ramachandran, and congratulations for that listing. But let's talk about your numbers. In the past numbers that we've seen for FY24, we've actually seen pressure in your underwriting profits. By when will the underwriting profit actually improve? If you could give us some guidelines or help us understand that.
So if you look at our overall profitability, we've been profitable in FY24 as well as FY23 on an Indian GAAP basis. In Q1, we've improved relative to last year. Having said that, we feel the right way to look at our financial statements is on an IFRS basis. Because of the way the accounting and business seasonality works on the N/2 accounting, which is what we are on today, there are fluctuations, but the IFRS earnings are quite smooth, and we have disclosed our IFRS as part of our RHP, and even in Q1, if you look at our IFRS results, we do have a profit of above 30 crores.
Right. The other thing what I wanted to understand, of course, was also regarding your FY24 premium growth, which is about 40%. Do you think it's sustainable, and what kind of targets do you have set for your premium growth going forward?
So look, as we become a larger player, achieving the same level of growth rates, the growth rates will taper down. Having said that, we expect the industry to grow at 17-18% CAGR over the next 4-5 years. And as Niva Bupa, we've been growing well above market. It is definitely our ambition to grow above market even moving forward.
Right. Given that now you're a listed entity, just help us understand some details of the company now. Firstly, what will be the stake of Bupa in the company now? And also, will Bupa look to increase a stake going ahead, given that the IRDAI is pitching for 100% FDI in insurance segment?
So Bupa's shareholding post-listing should drop to about 56% from the 63%. And look, Bupa is a very, very long-term shareholder. From a corporate structure standpoint, they're set up as a limited by guarantee company. The reason that they exist is for the customer. So they're continuously looking for opportunities to invest, in growing their customer base. And that will continue to be in the future as well. In terms of increasing stake, look, honestly, I'm not in a position to comment. It really depends on whether FDI opens up. But as we stand, they are comfortable with the majority shareholding, and they are in this business for the long term, as I said.
Sure. The government is also planning to amend the Insurance Act soon, which is, I guess, going to pave the way for a composite license too. So will Niva Bupa be interested in this?
I would say no. We believe that health insurance is a business that requires focus. With focus comes expertise, and this is a business, given the complexity of the entire ecosystem, the intensity of talent and execution, we believe we are well served by being a specialist. Bupa, operates in many countries across the world. They are 80+ years old as a brand. and they are a specialist. And our belief is that there are advantages to being a specialist, and we will continue. That will continue to be our strategy.
Lastly, from October onwards, the insurance regulator, that is the IRDAI, has actually disallowed long-term premium booking, especially in the non-life insurance segment. If you could help us understand what kind of impact will your company have? Firstly, will it impact your company?
So two things, right? On an IFRS basis, there will be no impact because all that's happening is the business is coming in, the cash flows are also there, but the accounting of the business gets deferred depending on the duration of the policy. So in terms of business value, nothing changes. In terms of accounting on an IFRS basis, which is economically the right way to look at our business, there is no change. As far as the Indian GAAP is concerned, there will be changes. We are in the process of assessing it. This change came about relatively recently. But really the big point I want to make is from a business and economic value standpoint, there is no change, no impact.
Right. Thank you so much for joining in today and speaking about, the company's visibility going forward, and congrats once again on your listing.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.